So guys, we are back at it with Avengers. I'm Taz. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. So Breakout with Thor. Trying to find that better old piece. I'll explain what I mean by that in just a sec. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment. I love talking with you guys. So here's my gear. We got Gauntlets of the Storm. Precision. If that was might, they would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Even the intensity and resilience I'm fine with, but if they were might. Anyway, when we got the Grips of the Storm, resilience and valor, again, if it was might and valor, amazing. Would have been perfect. Even though it's gamma, I'll take it, but I would actually prefer a cosmic hammer. So I'm still farming. So I'm still farming for a might piece here. Doesn't have to be Gauntlets of the Storm. I mean, if I get the perfect hammer, I'll switch back to these, because these give me 2 statuses and their might and valor. I mean, look at my stats right now and look at what they go up to. So my melee rating is over 2,000, which I really like. And my heroic goes up to 9,400, which I don't even need it that high, but I'll take it. But I literally need these stats on an exotic of some sort. Anyway, I say of some sort. The only 2 that I really like are Tachyon Surge and Jarvis Barrier. There are a couple of other ones that look okay. They might be good, but for this slot, I would prefer Tachyon Surge, because I'm a melee Thor, and every time I do a melee crit, I have a chance to activate that. And the 30% chance is pretty much 1 in 3 hits, right? So, let's just call that out. It's 1 in 4 hits. And he hits pretty fast, so he's pretty much going to have it up all the time. This is, for me to kind of prime the enemies from range before I get into the fight. This, I need a replacement. I definitely am in dire need of a replacement here, and unfortunately it's hard to swap out this purple because the might and valor are so high. I haven't seen anything else drop with stats that high. I mean, I've got this Chestplate of the Storm. I've got the whole of the Storm set for Thor, because I was farming for these bloody things. But yeah, we're still going to carry on with the farming session. Then I've got this Jarvis Barrier piece, which I actually like, because whenever I defeat an enemy, I have a chance of getting a Jarvis Barrier. And it's just that extra peace of mind, that you've got that extra defensive skill there. Charge rate of the heroic ultimate is pretty nice as well, and the increased energy of the Odin Force meter is also pretty good. Again, here's my Girdle of the Storm. Has decent stats, good resolve and resilience, gives me good defensive rating, lowers everything else. Just keeping a hold of it for now, because why not? I'm not going to break anything down, don't get me wrong. Just, yeah, any exotics, I would highly recommend not breaking them down. You never know how it plays into your build. Plus, if they add in a recalibration station, it could work in your advantage. But yeah, these are my 2 minor artifacts. I'm only using this for the resolve on proficiency. Proficiency so that my critical chance stays over 20%. And resolve, of course, because I like having willpower a little higher. Now, it's only at 12,000, unfortunately, right now. I prefer it to be sitting at 15k. But we have at least 30% armor though, so kind of works out. I did find this over the weekend. Might, valor, and intensity, pretty nice. I just lose too much defense if I swap it out though right now, so I'm just keeping a hold of it, and we'll level it out when we get some materials. But yeah, as you can see, materials I've got no issues with. Just upgrade modules and polychorons. Polychorons because I'm switching up some of the major artifacts for some of my characters, and I'm trying to level up new artifacts for them. But I do have a level 10 artifact for every one of
I'm
my
not sure
6
what to
characters
expect
so
out there.
far, so
We've never seen anything like this before. You'll be equipped
you could
with
say I've
sensors that
pretty
feed
much
back
got
to
all my
our
characters
labs.
at 150
The data
then.
should help us trace where these disruptions are coming from. You'll have to work
I
fast.
could open up some DNA caches and get 15 upgrade modules per. And if I find a really good piece that I like that I want to upgrade right away, that's what I do. I open
We're
up 4 or
dropping
5
you
of
at the
them
heart
and
of the
then
storm. Things
just
might
upgrade
get
it.
a little weird. Reliving your past, kind of weird.
But yeah, I'm
Just
kind of
focus
trying to keep
on
my
completing
DNA
the
cache
mission. This is
keys,
the only way we can get
DNA
accurate data
keys
on the
for
storms.
when they drop the new character, Kate Bishop. Because we're going to need upgrade modules then anyway. Plus, I wonder how they're going to do the
Thank you for doing this.
well, the artifacts for her. Are they just going to give them to her?
Just knowing the resistance was there, nothing had a chance.
The
Really?
odds
Get the
finally
fuck
seem
out of
to
the way,
be
Hulk.
tipping in our favor.
Crystal Dynamics, turn off player collisions. I say it in every video if I have to.
One of our resistance allies is close by and
We'll
could
find
use some
something to
help.
prove AIM is hurting Inhumans?
AIM keeps their data well guarded. We haven't been able to get anything solid. We just have the word of the Inhumans. And I'm afraid that's not enough.
Anyway, don't know if you realized, whenever you do this, your health only
There
goes
is a
down so
special
far.
enemy unit close to your location. They may drop something useful if
So
defeated.
you've been building the resistance in secret all these
I think
years?
Kamala healed then, which wasn't
There's a
needed
chest
because
with
you get
gear
an automatic
close
heal
by.
here anyway. You guys have seen me do this many, many times now. My numbers don't seem high, but doing pretty good damage, I think. Or do they seem high? I don't know, you tell me. I think I'm doing pretty good damage. Yeah, getting more spawns. Stop walking away, damn it. And where's that last guy? Pretty quick? What do you think? It is challenge 1. I'm sure I could pretty much do it the same speed on challenge 4. Not showing off, just I feel that my Thor is pretty strong, pretty tanky. Although I did give up some resolve, but we do have 30% armor, so. Ooh, 5-star hammer. Could be good, could be good. Knowing my luck, probably not.
That did not go as planned. If you destroy the 2 transformers on the upper level, the elevator doors should open.
Your defeat was inevitable.
So when you do the that attack with Thor, God's Wrath, make sure you're facing in the direction you want to do more damage, because he actually fires out lightning in that direction, and it does more damage in that direction.
That did it. Let's get in there.
Wow, that was pretty quick. So before I go in there, I usually like to fill up on my orbs just to the max, because they always spawn in here anyway. Come on, land. We'll get to about 210 before this starts and stops the timer. There we go, 209.
Where to?
Records show a secure lab at the end of this hallway. Look for a chest with gear nearby. Look for a chest with gear nearby.
And you've heard me say this, when farming this over and over, I don't even bother with the chests. I just go straight to the objectives. Before, what I was doing was clearing this next room and then going back for the chests, but it's an extra 2-3 minutes on your run.
See to the AIM forces.
Oh, they'll get seen to.
Please work fast, Jarvis.
As fast as my processor.
All the damage numbers. It's all AoE as well. As you can see, I'm facing towards that dread box. We got a 108k crit there.
It seems AIM intends to physically remove some kind of research samples from their experiments. An automated transport ship is preparing for takeoff.
Whatever's
Grab
on that
some of these
transport, I want it
heroics.
captured. Get to it
I
before
find
it leaves.
Thor's heroics actually charge up really quick. See, we've already got them back. I think that might be due to his high valor rating, maybe. But yeah, a lot of people do run Thor's God's Blast, where you get like 3 charges. I kind of like the cold one. It just adds another status into the mix, plus it slows down the enemies. When I'm playing with you know, the team, slowing the enemies down, basically before they even come out of it, out of the slow, they're already dead because they've taken so much status damage. See, I'm already stacking status right there.
Be on guard. AIM will try to regain control of the terminal.
So every time I've got them in the little tornadoes, the enemies have a full stack of cold on already.
We just lost an access point. Return it to our control.
Your defeat was inevitable.
But yeah, not saying I've got the best build Thor. There are others out there that are doing way better damage than I am. I'm working on it though. It all comes down to RNG though at the end of it, right? It all depends on what the game gives you. And like I said, I've seen others get better rolled stats on their gears and they don't even play as much as me. So I don't know.
No, cast down.
Damn it, Cap. See, and if they don't die while they're in that charge up, they'll die to the end of it.
Another foe vanquished.
We almost done. E. Not that we have to get there. I don't think they kept it a point once. Or did they? Maybe right at the beginning. Getting faster at it though, right?
Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing. Almost like a
Nice thing
global
about these
shockwave.
runs are I get
The
upgrade
pulses
modules
themselves
and
are
resources.
disorienting for now,
I mean, I
but
could
if
run
these
it
storms
at a
are any
higher difficulty
indication,
and get more of
they could
them,
get much
but
worse. We'll
the
process
whole
the
point
rest
of it
this
is
data
to
ASAP. As we
not
identify
even
locations, I'll send the coordinates
really
to your war
paid much
table.
attention, to tell
The
you the
more intel
truth.
we get, the sooner we can get a
Range
handle
power
on these
attacks, dual
Tachyon storms.
cosmic. I really can't swap out the grips of the storm. That Tachyon surge, having that on ranged is huge. I would really like to switch back to these, but I need the two statuses here for the battery effect, unfortunately. And I'm not going to swap out my belt. I will keep an eye out for better rolled gear, though. Because you never know what's going to come down the lines, right? They might make it so that everything gets boosted and then all these exotics are garbage. I think they did it in Destiny where they increased the power level and then all your current gear became obsolete. Yeah, there's my original Cosmic Hammer, which is Precision Valor. Nothing fancy about it. It was the first cosmic damage on power... Excuse me, on range power attacks that I got. This might actually be good, though. It's got Might, Resolve, Proficiency. Lose 20% Heroic. But I mean, all the perks are actually pretty good. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Evil Tez, and I will catch you with possibly a whole bunch of other Tachyon Rift breakouts on Thor. I'll show you the loot that we get. I don't know if I'm going to do 20 in one sitting or in, you know, consecutively, but it does take a lot out of you when you do that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, till next time, take it easy.
Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing. Almost like a... Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing. Almost... Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing. Our suspicions were correct. These Tachyon storms are responsible for those strange disruptions you've been experiencing, almost like a global shockwave. The pulses themselves are disorienting for now, but if these storms are any indication, they could get much worse. We'll process the rest of this data ASAP. As we identify locations, I'll send the coordinates to your war table. The more intel we get, the sooner we can get a handle on these Tachyon storms.